Underway, shift colors for all you sailors out there. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg G.K. Porter for George Landeman Video Sports Productions. From the Summerlin section of Las Vegas, Nevada, Betty Wilson Soccer Complex number 3. It is the 9th annual Mayor's Cup, and it's a semifinal round in the boys under 11 category. Let's get the lineup first for the visitors from Visalia area. Number 16 at forward is Elijah Amaro. He's the forward. The second half keeper is number 15, Matthew Bravante. Number 4, he'll be the starting goalie, Jaden Dion. Number 13 at sweeper is Jack Fellisted. Number 5 at forward and midfield is Gabriel Gonzalez. Number 7 at defender is Ryan Graham. Number 2 at defender is Morgan Helen. Number 11 at midfielder is Francisco Medina. Number 12 at midfield is Matthew Ochoa. Number 10 at forward is Carlos Ortega. Number 6 at defender is Sal Palomino. Number 19 at forward is Nike Fan. Number 8 at defender is Will Shannon. Number 18 at midfielder is Luis Vasquez. Number 23 at midfielder is Jose Videz. And number 9 at midfielder is Christian Webb. And let's get the lineup for MVLA. They are head coached by Armando Del Rio, and the team manager is Kevin Mose. And they will be going from right to left on your picture screen, and SVU will be going from left to right in the semifinal game. And we're about ready to get underway, but let's get their lineup. Number 2, Gianluca is the keeper for MVLA. Kevin Mose, number 4, will be the sweeper. At midfield will be Aiden Kelleher. Number 6 at midfield is Aiden Lucero. Number 8 at striker is Keith Matthew. Number 9 at striker is Alex Ostojic. Number 10 at midfielder is Stav Sir. Number 12 at midfielder is Adrian Costa. 14 at defender and midfielder is Owen Kemp. Number 15, that's 14. Number 15 is midfielder Mitch Stevens, and we are underway. Number 20 at defender is Cole Palacios. 21 at midfield is Riley Kahan. 27 at defender is Kyle Murphy. Number 30 at is Eli Abbey. Number 35 is Tyler Chin at defender, and Ty Gray is number 44. And on the far side, pushing it up is SVU on a soccer ball now. Gabriel Gonzalez and his team across the mouth of the 6-yard box and past the goal line. So it'll now be a goal kick for MVLA. Just the opening minutes of this soccer match, a semifinal run. Bringing it down. Two teams that have had a great tournament so far, and one of them's going to be in the final. On the near side, retreating back, is Morgan Heelan. And Heelan and company, but it's stolen away. However, down to the midfield area, numbers for the blue as they continue on. Will Shannon had a touch. Going up along that far side is Luis Vasquez and company. And trying to get that last touch that time was Gabriel Gonzalez. Going to be a throw-in. South Valley United Soccer Club against MVLA in this semifinal game. Into space, South Valley. And a flick on into the 8-yard box, but the save is made by Luca. Luca able to make the save. And the last moment they tried to flick it on and get it in the back of the net. Could not do it, SVU. And that ball goes out of play on the far side. Going to be a throw in MVLA. And they throw it over the far side, knocked out. Far side touchline to throw in again. Trying to get to that attacking third, cannot. At midfield, Sir. And coming over nicely that time is Kyle Murphy. Murphy trying to stem the tide of the onslaught from that far side touchline of the young men in red. SVU now. Making a move, Vasquez. Knocked out of play. Mvla will throw it in. Along the far side, trying to gain control. Both teams vying for it. And still on it. South Valley United, but it will be a throw-in. Will Shannon will throw it in. You got to throw it in again, over in the corner. Mvla now, in their own defensive third, to push up to midfield. Morgan Eland. Eland for SVU. Got a teammate for the help on it. And it's Jack Finlinstead. Now to Central now. They're still on a soccer ball. A shot, and it's off the post. Another try. And it can't get to it in time. As getting over there was Keenan Mose. Beautiful job that time. My Mose. And so Mvla being able to thwart a big opportunity. And there's been some big ones so far for SVU. And they have not connected yet. Those big opportunities are always a tough thing to do and have if you do not connect on them. Because they always seem to come back and bite you later on. In your own defensive half, SVU going to throw it in. And that ball up to the Central now. Mvla, Medina a touch. And the far side. The ball goes out of play. Goes on a run by Gonzalez. Gonzalez to throw in on the far side. Nicely intercepted by Mose. Keenan Mose doing a fine job in the space. And now they have Medina. Come on, Owen. But Mvla is able to get it out of their defensive third. Push it up to midfield. Morgan Heelan was a man who fell down, and he went back and got that soccer ball. And his runner on the near side, Carlos Ortega, couldn't maintain possession of it. So Mvla will throw it in, trying to collect, process things from their own defensive third. They're getting a lot of pressure now. With Gonzalez, and a shot and a save by Gianluca. Luca, another good save. Luca's had the post help them out with the red cleats. And his team is still in a 0-0 game. Great action here in the semifinal game, retreating back. The youngsters from SVU, South Valley United. Here's Haaland again. He headbands it up. Gets it over to Videz, who's 23, on the near side. In a defensive third, Mvla gets it out of there. Nice job getting it out. They want to protect again, and on the near side, they run two players off. And you're going to have some substitutions, fresh players in. Aiden Lucero is number 6, he's coming in, and Mitch Stevens, number 15, is coming in. And Mvla will throw it in. So head coach Armando Del Rio making some adjustments early. On the near side, Mvla trying to get it going. At midfield, they throw it. Heelan with a header. Trying to get to it that time, but Sir was a little bit tardy on it. And not his fault. That ball had too much pace on it going back the other way. They retreat back with Gray trying to get to it. And he does. And protects well in that space in the corner of the 18-yard box. 0-0 score. Just outside the 18-yard box. Defensive third, they win it. They double team the aggressor there. At midfield, though, here's Helen. Gets it to his team on a diagonal pass. However, intercepted now. Mvla trying to push up the field now. And they go to the outside with Kelleher. Kelleher on the run. Kelleher trying to go against two players, and they have to kick it out of play. So Kelleher's aggression that time was a good one for his ball club. Luis Vasquez knocking it out. And that ball goes out of play, the far side touchline again off of the red of SVU. And it'll be a throw-in for MVLA. 0-0 your score. You see the beautiful mountains in the background here in the Summerlin section of Las Vegas, Nevada. And here's a drive. Outside the box, there's a drive, and a save has to be made that time. Nice shot. Jaden Dion has to make that save. Now, again, another try in the attacking area, and he's offside. But a little bit of pressure now on the defenders of SVU. MVLA starting to get it cranked up here. 0-0 is your score. And their own defensive third. They have a free kick, though. SVU. Intercepted into space nicely by Gray. And at the midfield, and they're going to go out wide. They've got a runner out there. And that was Gonzalez. And that ball is knocked out of play on a defensive maneuver. So now SVU will throw it in. And they get it in to Will Shannon. And the corner, nicely done in the space by Tyler Chin. Protecting again. Again, SVU working their passing game along the far side. It's a chip into the box. And another strike in the box, but the save is made by Gianluca. That was a quick strike. And a couple of touches and right at the keeper. And now is Sir. Sir and company now to the outside. Here's Kelleher. Kelleher gets it in. He's got a couple players up front. Owen Kemp. And over there back to Kelleher. And goes out of play. 0-0 your score. Working our way to the midway point of the first half. Mitch Stevens. There's a left-footed strike. All the way head manning it up to Kemp. And his teammate on a run. He just couldn't get to it, Keith. Too much pace on it that time, but they intercept in the defensive half. And now it's lobbed over their head, and they have to retreat back a little bit. There's a central strike now. They have it. MVLA now on the run down to central with Kahan, and they stiffen up back there in the defensive third. However, still on a soccer ball with Sir. They want to work it out to the wide now. Get it out to Kemp. Kemp in the corner. Kemp turns around. Kemp still on a soccer ball. And then he's dispossessed at the last moment. However, that was a defensive maneuver. So it's going to be a throw-in for MVLA. MVLA now. Ball over to Kahan. Kahan going to the central. Left-footed strike in the box. Is he onside? He is. And that is Gray. Gray in the corner of the box. Gray being marked on heavily, but Gray still has a strike at it. Oh, and he just missed the 6-yard box. He had Owen Kemp at the doorstep, and it could not get him to hit the soccer ball and maybe direct it past the keeper. But a nice play, though, that time by Tyler Gray. And now coming in, Matthew Keith. Or rather, that was Owen Kemp. Kemp on a nice action. And here we go. That ball is knocked out. SVU. Mvla will throw it in. On the far side touchline, trying to process a counterattack. And it is knocked out by Mvla. And no, it isn't. It was lastly off the foot of SVU. It'll be a throw-in. That ball directed and intercepted. Chasing it down, a serve, and he gets it, pushes it down to the corner. Keith. It's back upfield, but in the 18-yard box now, coming off his line and making the save that time, the keeper, Dion. If he doesn't make that decision, it might be tough for his ball club. Now on it is Murphy. Murphy now dribbling it up. And now they have to retreat back. And Mvla with Stevens. And there's a strike to midfield, and there's another one sent up toward the attacking third. Can they hold on to it? And he's got to run after it now. It's Keith. Keith, 8 versus 8 that time, but he couldn't get it. And that ball is driven out. That defensive third to midfield, and then now they push up from the back, trying to control at midfield, and they do. I believe that was Mose doing that, knowing when to push up, and that ball is bouncing. Now Mose has to retreat back, and they got that quick play on a long ball, and on the near side it goes out of play. Chasing it down was Ty Gray. Couldn't get to it to keep it in. And SVU's got two fresh players coming into the contest. 0-0 your score in the semifinal game. Somebody will be in a championship. And I'll tell you what, Mvla has been finalists twice this year. They won their spring Northern California League. They were also finalists in the Santa Clara Sporting Invitational. Into the 18-yard box, and another save by Gianluca. And they were also finalists in the Santa Cruz Breakers Cup. So they have been in the championship twice this year, but just did not win it. They're trying to do it for the third time this year. Here they come on the attack. Here's a long ball, and they have a runner with Matthew Keith. Keith trying to get it, but he can't. And it's pushed upfield. The defenders have it now from their own defensive third, and they push it upfield with Will Shannon. He's that other Ocho, number 8. Sub. Now here's Keith. That ball trickling toward the central. Kahan was trying to make a move. He could not. Fell down. Midfield. Now here he is again. He goes to the wide. Looking for Kelleher. Ball driven down toward the defensive third. Shannon gets to it. And for SVU, and they'll push it up out of their own defensive third. Into the far side touchline. That ball is out of play now. It'll be a throw-in. SVU will throw it in. Christian Webb is going to throw it in for the All-Red. 50-50 ball won by Webb, but his pass intercepted now. MVLU with Keith. Keith has got time now, looking for the central, but there was nobody there. And his pass intercepted. Back up the field, Mose gets to it. Keenan Mose, his pass intercepted, but they get it back. And an offsides call. And Coach Del Rio seeing that there was another player, but center ref didn't see him. Or I should say the linesman didn't see him. Felt his players would have been marked up well at that time. To the far side. Here they come, SVU. They get by Mose. Here they come with a shot. And a save by Luca. They had a nice run. Trying for the near post, but Luca had it guarded. 0-0, still your score. Keith brings it down, but his teammate won't be able to get to it. Kelleher, and it'll be a substitution. Nil-nil your score here at the Betty Wilson Soccer Complex. Las Vegas, Nevada, the Summerlin section. Freeways build up real nice along that 95, I believe that was the one we took it coming in. A year ago, they weren't built so well. They had some problems on the early stages, but they've smoothed it out. Big, nice highway out this way. With Keith trying to control it midfield, could not do it. And here's SVU on the run. Hey, take a blast. And Luca is able to range so it's left and make the save. Christian Webb on the bid for SVU. On the defensive half, MVLA that is, on the near side against SVU. And they send it out of play. Gray, his teammate, a quick touch. Now he wants to get a return pass into space. Will they win it? After it is served. And at midfield, they have to retreat back. Most now looking for somebody. Right there in the space is served. His teammates still trying to get it, and they forgot about it as Haaland. And nice job by Sir in the space. His teammate Gray had forgotten where the ball was, and Sir overlapped defensively and was able to get that ball out of play before they could go along the near side touchline. That's covering well in the space for each other. That's what you got to do. Here's Haaland. It's substitutions now for SVU, and we'll mention them as they touch the soccer ball. On the near side in the semifinal one. Off of a bounce. Down to Central. Now they're going to work it out to the wide. After it is Keith. Won't get to it. Way too much pace on it. And they're going to work it from the far side. The offense for SVU. They're in the box. They're trying to get a shot at Cat. Beautiful defensive play by MVLA. They're able to get to it first. Another try. In the box. And a foul. Or is it offside? They were offsides. So a free kick. Good job done by the exterior defenders for MVLA to get to that soccer ball. Because SVU was teeing it up. Medina was trying to make something happen for the All Red. Here we go to the wide side. Keith trying to get to it. He's got his teammate Kelleher over there. And they win it. They send a long ball into the corner. The only man close to it was Lucero. Couldn't get to it. Midfield. Sir sends the long ball into the corner for Keith. Keith will get it and throw it in. Knocked out by SVU. Throw it in. It's won by the red of SVU. They push it up the field. But now take it away. Dispossessed there. Nice play. And that was by Tyler Chin. They got a long ball. They're on the move. In the box. They got a runner. He takes a shot and he just can't go. But his teammate is there. Oh, and he just missed it from the near post. Ty Gray, the overlapping run, and he just couldn't get it outside of the 6-yard box. And it's still 0-0. Semi-final action. Real exciting here in the Summerlin section of Vegas. the 6-yard box to midfield. They keep it going. Mose. SVU, Mose again. And it goes out. He's looking for his teammate Kelleher along that far side touchline. Stevens into play. Trying to go down to Central. SVU, they have a striker there. They have one out to the wide. Go back to the Central. They take a blast. And it's going to go past the goal line. No, it's kept in. Mose. And on the near side, it goes out of play. Still 0-0, your score. In the corner. MVLA has to stiff it up on the defensive side. Toward the box. Mose has time. Drives it to the Central. They're driven it right back down to Central, but they stand tall. They tighten up at the top of the box. Looking for somebody with space. They can't get it. Sir is there, and he drives it all the way to midfield. Retreating back. Shannon, and he knocks it out of play. Winding down towards the end of the first half. An exciting one here on field number 3. And let's see. We're going to have a foul against SVU. Who's that? South Valley United Soccer Club. B97 black. Free kick. Mose. The sweeper. Mose. Off a deflection. Keith and a shot and a save. Dion able to make the save. Keith can't get to it, too high for him. Vasquez, they go long ball, but Mose is there, knocks it out of play. Nice play. Far side touchline. Who's going to be a finalist today? Is it going to be South Valley United, or is it going to be MVLA? We're going to find out. 0-0. Nobody has an advantage yet. Ball driven out of play. Kelleher, Aiden, into space, protecting. Again, retreating back, doing the protection on the outside, and a foul. I believe that was Sir that went down. It'll be a free kick. MVLA, Mose teeing it up, the sweeper. Mose, he of the red cleats. Mose, he of the drive down the field. Intercepted. However, they got a player there to pick up the intercept and drive the long ball all the way down into the corner. And nice step over that time. Drive it back up the field. But they want to keep them bottled up in their own half of the field. Here's Kid trying to make that move. Didn't get it as it was taken away. Sent up the field now, and Mose has to retrieve. Oh, and he makes a play. He goes down on his back, but he's able to get the soccer ball and get it out of play so his teammates can help out. Mose on the far side, knocking it out. And it'll be a throw-in. Throw-in. Any substitutions that we miss will be mentioned as they touch that soccer ball. Here's down to Central. Sir intercepts momentarily, and now he gets it. Drives it upfield. Shannon on the soccer ball, but he won't be able to get it any further as Kelleher is there. Got a teammate with him now. Shannon driving it up again. And he's got Gonzalez in the box, but the save is made by Luca. Luca able to drive it down. And that ball goes out of play. Substitutions. This time for MVLA, as it looks like it. Owen Kemp back into the contest. Sir. Back to Kemp. On the near side. Heelan Midfield. 50-50 ball goes out. Coming up into space nicely that time was Cole Palacios. And he'll throw it in. Palacios a drive. Finds Lucero. Lucero, nice move. Lucero still on a soccer ball. He's got his teammate out of central. Oh, retreating back. He still has it, and he just couldn't get a control of it. As getting back nicely that time was Will Shannon to help out. They looked like they had a big play with Owen Kemp. And they looked like they being SVU, would have had a foul in the box. It would have been a penalty kick. But they held nicely. And now going back the other way. Retreating back is Mvla. Stevens. Mose. Nice job in the space. And Keenan Mose is becoming a key player here on a defensive side and making big plays. Because they've tried a lot of their offense along the far side. And Mose has been able to make some good plays to keep them from really getting a good coordinated shot and offensive action there. So we'll see if that continues. And on the other side of the ledger, you got Will Shannon. He's made some good plays. Here he is again for his team, SVU. And that's going to be an offsides violation. Free kick, Mose sets it up. Mose trying to find somebody. Nobody's there. Doesn't matter. His team is not behind, so even though it eats time off the clock, doesn't really matter. SVU bringing in a fresh player. They bring in Ryan Graham, and that's a double whistle signifying the end of the first half. 0-0. You got a big one here. 1 half of action left to find out. Maybe some penalty kicks or overtime type stuff to find out who's going to move on to the championship. Stick with us. You'll see what the coaches are going to say to their kids at halftime, and we'll be right back. Underway in the second half. The Mutiny of Mvla will be going from left to right, and from right to left is SVU, South Valley United Soccer Club. A great first half. Both teams going up and down the field, playing good defense, all aspects of the soccer game. And so now let's see what happens here in the second half. Mitch Stevens.
So we don't play a ball in like that.
And Mose now, as you'll see him on this side.
You got Tyler right here.
And he knocks it out of play.
Reads that pass. Tyler, take that space. Who's got that middle
Luis Vasquez will throw it in. Vasquez now looking for somebody in the box. But Mvla covering well. The Mutiny into the 18-yard box now. And again, they're able to win it and get it out of there. Osajic and company. Osajic. Alex Osajic on the near side for Kahan. And a runner on the near side. Aiden Kelleher is now the keeper in his second half for MVLA. Gianluca, who wears number 2, is out there on the field. Mose drives it out of play. Mose, if MVLA Mutiny get a goal, Mose will be very, very important towards running out the clock because he doesn't mind driving that ball far out of play, and it'll kill the clock. But the Mutiny have to score first. In the box, Kelleher makes a save. So Aiden Kelleher makes his first save, drops it off, down to Central. Ostajic was there, now serve. Serve now. On a nice ball for Kahan. Kahan on the long ball, Kahan in the box. Kahan, his strike is interrupted there. Riley Kahan trying to get it back, he can't do it. SVU, or at least not right now. Sent up the field though. Tyler Chin was in the space. However, they get it back. Get rid of SVU. Here they come on a run. And on the near side. And getting back is Tyler Chin. Nice play, protecting on the near side with the sweeper Mose. Kahan getting that ball over to Ostajic. Ostajic trying to make a move, and they took it away. And now on that soccer ball is Vasquez, knocked out again by Mose. Nil-nil your score here in the second half. The semifinals of the 9th Annual Mayor's Cup here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the Summerlin section of Las Vegas. That ball is driven up toward the 18-yard box. Who's going to win it? It's Mose. As it's brought down and driven up the field. Over to Ostajic. Ostajic looking for Kahan. Kahan going to work it back to the center of the field, but Luca. And it's going to be a foul. Ball driven now. Upfield, Chin trying to mark on, but they get it around him. And it's over to number 9, and that is Webb. And Webb has another strike at it. Webb has it over to Vasquez in the corner. But Chin able to protect in the space and drive it out of play.
Riley.
Substitutions, the first ones here in the second half for MVLA. Armando Del Rio, the head coach, team manager Kevin Mose. On the other side of the field, it's Marshall Webb as the head coach. The assistant coach, Jose Videz, and the manager, Brian Heelan. And those guys are looking at number 9 there, trying to do something. Webb, but Mose won't let him. 0-0 is your score here in the second half. Nice, warm 80-degree day. Not a cloud in the sky. MVLA. Drive it up to midfield. Get it, return diagonal pass over to Luca. Luca now. Luca is run off the ball on the near side, and it'll be a throw-in. Going to be a substitution now for the other side. SVU getting a couple fresh players into the game. And we'll mention them as they touch that soccer ball as we play on the throw-in on the near side. 0-0 score. You get an opportunity to see Cimarron Memorial High School, Veterans Stadium over there, adorning this Betty Wilson soccer complex. Into the 18-yard box, still in the box. The defender's able to get it at the last moment. Osajic trying to make a play. Here's Sir looking for Osajic. No, he'll get it to Luca on that line. Luca, shot. He gets it off the deflection. He gets it back again in the box to Sir. He tees it up. And they save on a shot by Sir. Beautiful save, and now we go back down the field. But Sir getting it on the net with a quality shot. They have to retreat back now. Into Central. It's for Luca. Luca has it, settles it nicely. Luca weaving his way, trying to find his teammate, but it's intercepted. Mose comes over into space and knocks it out of play. The problem from SVU is going to be the difficulty of trying to get around Mose.
Connect with the forwards.
Because he has been very, very staunch on the defensive front. He has help by Tyler Chin to do just that. And they get it out of their own defensive third. And they bring it up the field to midfield. A strong foot you saw by Alex Osajic. And a long ball is played into the box. And an easy save. Dion has been fantastic in this game, making some good saves. Into Central. Down the Central. Osajic still on it. Osajic score! Alex Osajic! And it's 1-0. Beautiful run down the Central and Osajic the finish. And now, as I mentioned, Mose becomes very, very critical because his ability to drive the ball out of play, eat up time off the clock. SVU now will have to deal with that. And that means they got to keep the ball in play. Here comes Mvla. And falling down, and it's going to be a free kick.
Hey, it's organized. Mark.
Alex Osajic would not be denied down to Central. And that is a key leading goal for the Blue. All the way up the field, though. Graham has time, finds his attacker. His attacker is weaving his way. And standing tall, there's Chip, but they still have it. Into the 18-yard box. Into the corner, the left-footed try, and oh, they just missed the goal. Oh, they just missed the far post. Luis Vasquez, the shot. He had the keeper beat, but he just couldn't find the far post. 1-0 the score. Most now. And surely, Luis Vasquez will be thinking about that some more. And so if you're the defensive contingent back there, you really got to be careful. Going to be a free kick. Ty Gray. Gray drives it toward the 18-yard box. His teammate, that would have been a great play if Osajic got it around a defender, but he wasn't able to do it. SVU, back they come, and a long drive by Vasquez, backs Most up, but he's able to get it out of danger. And at Central, Gray chasing it down, won't be able to get to it. The red of SVU going to continue to process their attack. Substitutions, we will mention them as they touch that soccer ball. 1-0 your score in the second half in the semifinal game of the 9th annual Mayor's Cup. Driven out. Going to be a throw-in. But before that, for the Mutiny, a substitution. Coming in now, Adrian Costa.
Adrian! Hey!
Number 30, Eli Abbey, had a broken arm and did not come in this trip. And a young man who came in, he's got a broken arm also, Costa, but he is playing. Able to play out there. The throw in. Mvla now. And there's a long ball. Aiden Lucero. Lucero on the move. Lucero takes a shot, and Dion is able to make the save. Driving it down the field. Costa. Chin. Trying to stop the progress. They can on the near side, though. Francisco Medina into the corner. Medina gets it past Mose into the box. They have people there. Nearly, and they're still going after it. And the center ref did not decide to call a penalty. And inside the box. And up in the air, and they nearly were able to put it in the back of the net. They had a runner down the central of the 6-yard box and just could not bring it down in the back of the net. Good defensive play, though, by the defenders to stay away from a possible penalty. On it now. And a near side. He's just taking a shot. Christian Webb. Luis Vasquez working this near side. Mose to the outside. Mose again. One by the red of SVU. And a strike there, missed. Tyler Chin. Chin trying to stay on it, and he's able to stay with a soccer ball. And it's Lucero. Lucero can't quite hold on to it. Here's Chin. Chin's trying to stay after it, but showing the strength of foot there is Vasquez. And an offside's call. Good action you saw right in front of our George Lanneman Video Sports Production cameras. Way out here in the Summerlin section of Las Vegas. That ball knocked out of play. The throw in. Chin up in the air doing a fine job. However, also doing a fine job of action is Luis Vasquez for SVU. On the far side with Halen. There's a collision. And will there be a card? No, there won't be. On the far side, getting very physical out here. In the second half. 1-0. Time running to the middle part of the second half of action. And now there'll be a card. The yellow card and now coming out. And they got a fresh player coming in. Both players wanting it a lot. Mose with the free kick.
On the edge of the circle.
No wind here in Summerlin section. So it gets heated up quite a bit. And that ball now won by Luca. Luca's cross. He's got a teammate. He nearly puts it in. And a save is made. Staying tough at the doorstep. Good sportsmanship that time by Mvla, not to hurt the keeper. The outside. Into space. Trying to keep it in was Carlos Ortega. Substitutions coming in. Kyle Murphy.
Come on, Riley. Riley, what's your job right now? What did we just talk about?
Riley Kahan into the contest. 1-0 your score, Mvla. Trying to ride this to the championship game. Into the corner. Beating Mose, taking a shot on Keller, is able to make the save. Coming off his line, protecting the near post. They had the opportunity there and another shot, but they just couldn't beat Kelleher that time. Yeah, otherwise, it'd have been a tie game. But they're going to keep trying. SVU down on a runner into the 18-yard box and a whistle. What will be the call? Outside the box, a free kick. They take it real quickly and just missed it on a plus.
Hey, you have to be organized.
Francisco Medina decided to take the shot quickly. They weren't ready, and he just bended it wide of the far post. Nearly scored and tied it up. Beautiful decision, and he just couldn't finish with it. Now retreating back, and Kelleher has it. Chin could not get to the striker. Striker, he being Carlos Ortega. But fortunately for Chin, his keeper was there.
Where's the midfield?
Gray along the far side, making them retreat back in their own defensive third. And they knock it off of Gray, and they'll get it to be able to continue their counterattack and process that offensive action in his semifinal game of the Mayor's Cup 2008. Wholesale substitutions for the red of SVU. We will mention them as they touch that soccer ball. Gray, 50-50 ball one. On over to Lucero, and he comes down and off his line as a keeper to make the save. Oh, that was a great decision because it would have been 1v1 with a keeper. Both teams making good plays in this game, making good saves in this game. It's the semifinals, that's why. It's going to be a throw-in. Substitutions. Mvla. Matthew Keith coming in. And they have it, SVU. And coming over there to protect. Along that far side touchline was Kyle Murphy knocking it out. SVU trying to keep it going. Sir is there, but Sir can't get it out. And they're going to drive it into the corner. That was Jack Felistid into the corner, and he was looking for his teammate, and that was Jose Videz. Videz will throw it in. Videz, the son of the assistant coach. But they can't do anything with it. That time the ball came into Medina, and he couldn't do anything with it. So they give way. They give way to number 8, Matthew Keith. Keith after it again. Keith staying with it. Keith turning around and to the central. Keith still staying after it. Can't seem to get it. SVU has it. They continue their passing attack and doing a step over. But using the strength that time was Adrian Costa. Down the near side. The ball continues on, retreating back. Tyler Chin. Chin and Mose. Mose and Chin. Chin knocks it out of play. Every time he knocks it out, it eats up time off the clock. 1-0, your score. Toward the central. 2 players for SVU were there, but they couldn't get it. Medina into the box. trying to beat Mose. Can't do it as Sir is there. Beautiful play, but it's a shot off of a bounce. And Kelleher able to make the save. Kelleher is able to make the save on the bounce, and he calms everything down, drives it up the field. However, SVU gets it. You know, they don't have to have a lot of touches to get it where they want it to be. Into the corner. Over on the other side, Videz. Videz settles it down and drives it, but it's intercepted. They got players there in his space, but they can't win it. Mose looking for Keith, but he won't get it. They've reduced the size of the field. Has the red of SVU. Here's Helen. Helen with the reducing the size. And let's see. It's going to be a throw-in. Going to be a substitution. Coming in for Mvla. Gianluca, the keeper in the first half, back in the contest, along with Owen Kemp for Mvla to Mutiny. And there's a player down on the field. It's 1-0 in a semifinal game. We'll be right back. And the player is going to be okay as he walks off the field. They play on, they action with Keith. Keith trying to make a move, but he was stopped there in the space. Could not go any further. However, they're going to be able to throw it in. 1-0 score. The team that's been finalist twice this year, leading, trying to get to be a finalist again. And they're not a whole bunch of minutes away from doing just that. But you know what's in their mind. It's not to be another finalist, it's to win the hardware. In the Central.
Contain, Riley, contain. Riley, stay with your runner.
Sir. Trying to get to the soccer ball, and he got a foul. Got a foul going down hard with Sir. And Sir's not feeling too good on the left knee action here. The serve favoring that knee as he went down hard on that play. And Sir's going to stay in the game as he hobbles back to an offensive position. But also Sir is smart, trying to give his teammates a little bit of a breather to the far side. Keith now. Keith, he finds Luca, and it's an offsides call. Offsides on a call. Time running down here in the second half. Remember, Mose has been a key part of helping out. You know he's always going to drive that ball, but they get it by him this time. Down to Central. Up in the air. Won by Mvla to Mutiny. Able to get it out of that defensive third and upfield. Now they can get back. Keep the wall tighter. Try and go after a player that has the soccer ball. That's Luca. The service down toward the attacking third. In a box. They got Sir there, and he wins it with his strength of leg. And he's able to push it up the field. He missed Keith, though. So SVU, they have a runner now on the near side. And just getting back there at the last moment was Kahan. Oh, that was a big play. Because the striker was on the outside trying to beat him. Here's Keith. Keith on the near side on the long ball. He tries to feed Luca, and it's intercepted. Keith, though, still staying on it. Keith still staying after it. And he bends it into the box for Luca. And a save is made that time. Luca tried to get to it. Too much pace on it that time. Nice job by Keith offensively. Working hard, trying to feed a ball to his teammate. That's how you win soccer games. in the central. Jack Fellisted in the company, driving it down the center of the bounce. And a save for Kelleher. They could not get a player to possess it, to trap it, to win it, and drive it to the back of the net. Here they are again. Luis Vesquez. They have touches. They have players there. Just on the outside now. And still playing tough. Webb draws it back. A drive into the box. Up in the air. Goes down, but they play on. Mose is down on the ground. And Kahan trying to get to it. And nice job by Chin knocking it out of play. And now they have to check on Mose. His teammates helping out when Mose was down. The key sweeper for the Mutiny. 1-0 your score. Mose now getting up.
Yeah, Lucy. Cool. In. Come on,
and now Mose not being in the game. Can the Mutiny still be able to do what they need to do defensively? Been a key contributor. And one part of it is to retreat them back, to get them out of your own defensive half. They do it with Sir. Sir now on a soccer ball to Keith on the near side. Does he run out of real estate? He does. SVU with the throw-in. Time running out in the match. On the near side, Chin doesn't get it. And they do get it now. Here he goes. Chin chasing him down. Along with Luca. And a foul. So it's going to be a free kick outside the 18-yard box. Remember, Mose is not in the contest.
Hey,
he's been a key contributor.
Luca, get in there. Get out of there. We don't
Luis Vasquez will take the free kick. He outswings it, trying to get a runner onto it, up in the air, and he makes the save! Kelleher make the save! Still on it, SVU. Into the box. Their drive. Chin. Can't win it. Looking for a player. They have one. The shot is saved.
Get in there and defend.
Corner kick. SVU. Finalists again. Mvla 1-0 over SVU. Great soccer match. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back with interviews. I'm Greg G.K. Porter saying stick with us.
Hi, I'm Keenan Mose. I play center defense, and I like doing it, and I'm really glad to be in the finals, and I think we can win it.
My name's Aiden Kelleher. I play goalie in midfield, and I think it's really exciting to be in the finals in Las Vegas.
My name is Gianluca Harver, and I play goalie, forward, and center defender, and I'm really excited to be in the final.
Good job. Good job.
I'm Aiden Lucero, and I play forward, and I'm really excited to be in the finals in Las Vegas, and I'm happy to win. My name is Kyle Murphy. I'm right and left defender, and I'm also really excited to be in the finals.
My name is Alexis Dojic, and I'm really excited to be in the finals, and I think our team did really well to get there.
Hi, I'm Owen Kemp, and I really want to win this finals because we haven't won a final in any other tournaments.
Hi, my name is Stav. I play midfielder, and I also really want to win the championships.
Hi, my name's Ty Gray, and I play left mid, and it's so cool to be in the finals because it's my first time being in Vegas at a soccer tournament.
Hi, I'm Cole Palacios. I play outside defense. I'm really excited to be in the finals because it's my first time in Vegas.
All right.
My name is Riley Kahan, and I play right mid, and I'm going to score some goals. Hi, I'm Matthew Keith. I play forward, and I wasn't playing too well today because I didn't feel that good. So I hope I feel good in the finals to score some goals.
Hi, I'm Adrian Costa, and I play midfield, and I'm really excited to be in the finals in Las Vegas.
Hi, Mitchell Stevens. I play center mid. Really happy to be in the finals. I know it'll be a hard game, but we'll pull it through.
Hi, I'm Tyler Chan. I play right defense, and I'm really glad to be in the finals.
Hi, I'm Eli Abbey, and I hope I'm really happy that we made it to the finals, and I hope you guys win. Yeah.
Okay. What school you got to?
What?
What school do you got to?
Santa Rita Elementary.
St. Nicholas.
St. Simon's.
Santa Rita. St. Nicholas. Gideon Hausner.
Graham Middle School.
Pinewood, Montclair,
Loyola Elementary.
Gardner Bullis Elementary,
Pinewood. Santa Rita Elementary.
Waldorf.
Pinewood.
Gardner Grizzlies.
Okay. One last time, guys. I'm going to let you give us a shout out for your team real quick here. On three, guys. 1, 2, 3. Mutiny! Good job, guys. All right, this is Greg Porter finishing it up. The final score against a very valiant team from the Visalia area. 1-0. The MVLA Mutiny. You just saw some great soccer action. We really hope you enjoyed every moment of it. Good luck, MVLA Mutiny. And, of course, South Valley. Hopefully we see you again. God bless, take care, and save this one on the hard drive.